Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for being here. I'm State Representative Carol Hill Evans, and I'm proud to introduce you all to YouthBuild Pennsylvania Coalition, and exceptional people behind it who are joining us here in the Capitol for their Advocacy Day. All day, they've been visiting their lawmakers to show them how efforts to strengthen both our education system and job market need to include support for organizations like YouthBuild, whose successful model has been developing the amazing potential of young people since it launched in East Harlem in 1978. More specifically, it gives students who left high school before completing their degree the opportunity to finish their education and train for a skilled career. The coalition brings together YouthBuild's 3 chapters in the Commonwealth, the one in my home county of York, plus those in Philadelphia and Allegheny counties and their partner organizations. In York, for example, one of those partners since 1994 is Crispus Attucks YouthBuild Charter School, where students aged 17 to 20 earn their high school diploma while undergoing on-the-job training as part of the YouthBuild Global. What makes the YouthBuild model special is that participants don't just graduate with a new path forward for themselves, they improve their communities while they're at it. The tangible part of this improvement chips away at the national housing crisis. In the last 3 years, a total of about 1,200 YouthBuild Pennsylvania participants built 66 homes and renovated at least 292 housing units.
Wow.
So although we give honor to that, other parts of their impact aren't quite as visible. They're reflected in the health of our communities. YouthBuild participants are more likely to register to vote and to stay out of the criminal justice system. They go on to get hired for jobs that give them the means to support a family and contribute to their local economy. Our next couple speakers will fill you in on more YouthBuild facts, but on my part, I'd like to talk about why the organizations like it are so important to us right now, and what they're doing in the state legislature, what we are doing in the state legislature to support them. Here in Pennsylvania, seniors comprise about 20% of our population, the 5th highest in the country. As a result, workers are retiring at a rate quicker than we're replacing them, leaving many industries struggling to find enough qualified employees. At the same time, countless young people, many of them experiencing homelessness, placed in foster care, or who have dropped out of school, lack educational opportunities that could prepare them for well-paying careers. This is where programs like YouthBuild come into play. I've introduced legislation, House Bill 455, House Bill
455,
to establish a new grant program in the Department of Labor and Industry to provide state support to organizations that offer education and workforce training to young people aged 16 to 24 who haven't been able to access traditional school-based programs. This legislation would be called the
Building a Better Future Grant Program.
Say it again.
Building a Better Future.
Okay, because there's no doubt in my mind it would do just that. We can point to YouthBuild's proven record of success around the world as the evidence. To qualify for a grant under my proposal, an organization would have to offer both GED or high school equivalency courses and hands-on skills training. It would have to demonstrate that any young person who completes the program has the qualifications needed to join the workforce and build a career with real job skills upon graduation. As the program's name suggests, construction and building trades would be the focal point, taking a cue from YouthBuild's success. The grants would also support training in other critical sectors that urgently need skilled workers, such as healthcare, childcare, and customer service. If you're here today as a YouthBuild participant, please know that I'm proud of you, and I'm confident your life is going to keep on that upward trajectory. If you're here today as a YouthBuild educator, as a mentor, or a staffer, know that I'm grateful to you for choosing to serve others through your important work. And if you're here today as a Pennsylvanian who supports giving your young neighbors the opportunities they deserve to build a good life, you can do something very important to help us. Make sure the lawmakers who represent you in the Pennsylvania House and Senate know that you expect them to prioritize educating our youth and ensuring they all have access to job training, which can only be accomplished through Commonwealth support. Let them know that House Bill 455 is a smart investment in our youth that will help build a better future for all of us. Thank you for listening, and now I am going to introduce my partners for this project, and that would be Representative Kenyatta on the Philadelphia side and Representative Mays on the Allegheny County side, and York right in the middle. So, thank you.
Rep. Hill Evans. So you see why the chairwoman, I always joke, is my boss and everybody's boss here. And so if she tells you to repeat something, you better repeat it. Okay? We don't want no problems. Building a Better Future grant program. I just want to reiterate something that I said privately to the students. I just want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank you all for being here. I hope that you feel the pride that we have for you, that you feel that, and that you take that with you. Because it's not every day that you get to be a part of something that's not just about making you better, making you smarter, making you more prepared, but also doing something that is meeting a real tangible need in the community. The chairwoman talked about it with some specificity, but it bears underscoring. Pennsylvania, for better or worse, is a very old state. And I don't mean that in terms of the age of our residents. I mean in terms of our housing stock, in terms of our institutions. And so we are in a really challenging environment where we do have an aging, retiring workforce. We do have a housing stock that has great need in terms of the investments to help keep people in their home. And we do have a real necessity of putting people on a career path that allows them to address these intersecting challenges. And YouthBuild is just a shining example of what we can do when we work smartly, strategically, and when we believe in and invest in our young people. I am just so proud of these young people, and I would just say by a bit of a tiny story. So YouthBuild has always been in the 181st district in Philadelphia, the best legislative district in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I just want to say. And so they reached out to say, you know, Rep, we need your help because we're moving. And I said, you're moving? What do you mean you're moving? They said, we're staying in the district. And I said, okay, fine. So I'm super supportive now. And now they're in this incredible new facility still on Broad Street. But what's so special about it is you look around and you see the fingerprints of YouthBuild students who built the very building that they're in. That is impressive. And so not only are these students getting great skill sets, not only are they going to go out and do incredible things, but they are literally building the foundation for future students to come and learn. Talk about paying it forward. This is what these young people do every single day. But I want to end really where I began in terms of the pride that we have for and in you, is that you are here today doing something that's so important in our democracy. You are advocating for yourself. You are here having these conversations, knocking on legislators' doors, telling them what's important, telling them that Rep. Hill Evans said you better repeat the building better together and that you better co-sponsor and support House Bill 455. This has been a pretty bipartisan understanding that when we invest in putting people on the skilled trades, that when we give them real tangible skill sets, when we connect those skill sets to real needs in the Commonwealth, that that's a quality, worthwhile investment of our tax dollars. And I think that it's a smart thing for us to do. But you do learn in Harrisburg, if you're smart, there is nothing you can do by yourself. In the legislature, you cannot even make a motion unless you got one other person that's willing to agree with you. But luckily, we have a lot of people who agree in the power of YouthBuild and in the importance of us continuing to invest in this program, and not just from the great city of York, not just from the great city of Philadelphia, but also from the great county of Allegheny and from the great city of Pittsburgh, none other than Representative Latasha Banks.
Good afternoon, YouthBuild. I can't hear you. I said good afternoon, YouthBuild. My name is State Representative Latasha D. Mays. I'm honored to represent the people, the 24th Legislative District, and I have to shout out the YouthBuild program in my district, and that's of course none other than Garfield Jubilee. Now y'all can do better than that. I said in my district, Garfield Jubilee, who are here representing the city of Pittsburgh. I want to take a moment to thank all of our colleagues who are here, including Rep. Anthony Bellman from the city of Philadelphia, as he heads to his next thing, as well as my friend and colleague, the one and only Rep. Gina H. Curry from Delaware County. Can we give them a round of applause? Just as my colleagues have said, and I want to thank Chair Carol Hill Evans for her leadership in making sure that all the programs are connected, not only through their statewide coalition, but among us as state representatives. So we're honored to have the YouthBuild Coalition and community here in the Capitol because they represent our future. They represent the promise of what's possible in our Commonwealth when we equip young people with not only education, but with hard skills to contribute to their communities. And so I am proud of not only Garfield Jubilee, but all the YouthBuild sites in the Commonwealth. And we're proud to have you here today because we need to see you as legislators. We need to see your hopes, your dreams, and know about the challenges and worries that you have as you build a better future. So the challenges that we have are to make sure that we can continue to invest in important and transformational programs like YouthBuild, and House Bill 455 will do just that. What's the bill number? I'm gonna take a page out of Rep. Carol Hill Evans. What you say now? 455. So, all right, we want to work on that. So we know that you all as YouthBuild are building a better future for yourselves. We must put our own mask on first before we can try to help others. You are building a better future for your community, whether it be Philadelphia, York, or Pittsburgh. You are building a better future for the Commonwealth, and we are so grateful for you. We can't wait to see all the things that you build for your life and for the Commonwealth and all the communities that you come from. So thank you so much for being here today. Can we give it up for YouthBuild one more time? And now I have the honor of bringing to you a leader who has really shared his story and his journey that has informed his historic rise as the leader of YouthBuild Philly. We want to thank you today for being here. We want to thank you for all that you do to steward this program all across the state, in the city of Philadelphia, but across the state. None other than the CEO of YouthBuild Philly, Leondo Dunn, who goes by Dunn.
Nice to meet you. I have the proud privilege of serving as the CEO of YouthBuild Philly and serving on the YouthBuild PA Coalition. It means the world for us to be here today with our YouthBuild students, and I would also like to thank the state representatives who are supporting this initiative. Across the Commonwealth, there are thousands of young people who are disengaged from school, who are disengaged from work, and who are more broadly disengaged from society. I want you to imagine a world where young people are able to come to a program after being disengaged from school. They're able to receive their high school diploma, they're able to receive a vocational certification, they're able to receive mentoring support and mental health support, and young people are also supported as they transition to their post-secondary path, whether that be college, a 2-year program, trade school, or going directly to the workforce. And that program costs students $0 and is completely barrier-free. We don't have to imagine that program because that program exists as a part of the YouthBuild movement. We are here today for the Building a Brighter Future, Building a Better Future program House Bill 455, sponsored by Representative Hill Evans, because we need the support to make sure that programs like the programs in Pittsburgh, in York, and in Philadelphia can both sustain, and there are also thousands of other disengaged and disconnected youth across the Commonwealth who can also benefit from similar programming. I shared my story with students earlier, and I let them know that I was once disengaged from school. I was once homeless, but I am what our young people can become if we invest in them, as our young people are our futures.
Yes.
I do want to give us all an opportunity to hear briefly from some of our YouthBuild young people. And so I'm going to ask some of our young people who are feeling brave to step up, introduce themselves, and tell you what the YouthBuild movement means to them.
All right.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ashira McClure, and I just want to say, not only did YouthBuild give me an opportunity to reclaim my education, but it also gave me a space for me to come to adults and people around me to support me, not just for school, but my mental health, for things outside of school, for just support if I needed it, just someone to talk to. And I'm just so grateful for our CEO, Mr. Dunn, for hiring such caring staff members and just letting us know they're here for us all the way around the board, just not on education. They're here for us if we need anything. So I just want to thank everyone who supports YouthBuild, and thank you guys.
Very nice, very nice. Very good.
Good afternoon. My name is Phoenix Thomas. I am a participant in YouthBuild Pittsburgh, Garfield Jubilee. YouthBuild, I found YouthBuild in March of this year. I'm very new. It's been amazing. It has been life-changing, altering, whatever word you'd like to use. It has been that for me. From the staff to the students I've learned, the students I've met and learned about them, it's been amazing. That's all I can truly say. And if you're someone who is in a marginalized community, I'd like to speak to you. I'd like to speak to the trans people, to the queer people, to the Black and Indigenous. You have a place in this workforce. You have a place in this world. You have a place. And if you're a young person in Pittsburgh or Philadelphia or York, you can find your place there. Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Tanea Robinson. I am the class president at YouthBuild Philadelphia Charter School.
Okay.
I just want to say that YouthBuild to me is much more than a charter school. YouthBuild to me is like a home. Before I came to YouthBuild, when I came to YouthBuild, I was only 17, and just like seeing what life was like for the first time. And everyone at YouthBuild made me feel so welcome and comforted, and they gave me the courage to be a leader. Like, before I came to YouthBuild, I would have never thought I would be class president or standing at the state capitol talking to y'all. So, yes, I feel like YouthBuild brings out the best in people and prepares people for the best professional environment that you could get, I guess. And they just make people into the best people that they can be, and I'm so grateful for them.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
My name is Naomi Toro. I'm a senior at Crispus Attucks YouthBuild Charter School, located in York, PA. Throughout my youth, I've experienced trials and tribulations. However, since attending YouthBuild, I've received support I've always needed. YouthBuild is special because students not only receive their high school education, students receive the support and conditional love that help young adults transpire into becoming successful individuals. Since attending YouthBuild, I understand the importance of being a respectful citizen in my community and gain leadership skills I needed to endure for the career path I'm considered. Overall, I'm here to let y'all know that YouthBuild is an outstanding program and creates successful pathways for our future. In my perspective, though, YouthBuild has helped me out a lot. When I first entered YouthBuild, I was one of those kids where I didn't really pay attention to school. I was running around in the hallways, cursing, and throughout the year, I have a lot of staff come up to me telling me, you know, you've changed, you become a better person, and I gotta thank them. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now.
Hi, my name is Nathaniel Lott. I mostly came to YouthBuild because before YouthBuild, I was dealing with some mental health issues, and when I had entered YouthBuild, I was paying attention very little, but I was focused on what I needed to do more actively. And after I entered YouthBuild, I got the mental health support that I needed to, and I feel like that YouthBuild helps us all with the mental health support, but not only mental health, but support that we need without. Dang.
Take your time. It's okay. Take your time.
Thank you. YouthBuild helps us all, not just mental health, but the support we need, such as if we need a driver's license, or if we need help with health insurance, or YouthBuild helps us all with anything we need, as long. I'm sorry.
Take a deep breath.
YouthBuild helps us all in case something bad happens. So I still would like to thank YouthBuild and all the people who support for helping me and helping other students 18 and older.
YouthBuild, let's close out with the YouthBuild chant. We're doing a little different in YouthBuild Philly. Oh, you want to go? Come on. I'm sorry.
Oh, we have one more? We have one more. Fantastic.
Take us home.
Yes.
Good afternoon, y'all.
Shut up. There you go.
My name is Jaden Cohn, and I attend the Garfield Jubilee in Pittsburgh. I say the youth program is something great that happened to us. Like, it's like it can help you a lot mentally and physically. I came here less than a month ago from high school. I feel like in high school I didn't learn a lot. It wasn't like really helping me. So I barely went. I barely did my work. I was nothing in high school, my 11th grade year. But coming to the program, it's like a reality check. It's like it helped me a lot. Damn.
You're okay.
It helped me a lot, both mentally and physically, and I'm doing things that I never thought I'd be doing. And so, what Nathaniel said from Philly, we help you get your driver's license ID. We support you. We don't judge. We support. Hold on. Okay. We don't judge. We don't judge. We just support. And I think. How it make me feel, I love it. I don't like it, I love it. Cause I'm not gonna tell you to drop out of school or come to the program. If you can see a good path you're going to school, stay that way. I'm just saying, if you're like a young adult, teenager, you don't know, you struggling, I say come to this and we get you right. We help you out.
That's right.
You know?
Fantastic. Got it? Yeah, there you go.
Hi, my name is Sarah Castillo, and I'm from the CA located in York, PA. I want to talk about how amazing this community is and how hopeful and inspirational that this community is. It helps our youth be more enthusiastic with having a better future and having a lot of help that we don't get from other people or even our own families. I think it's wonderful that we're able to have better opportunities and more opportunities to be able to have better futures, a better economy, a better everything, because honestly, our youth needs this help. We need this reinforcement that we get from this program. And me personally, it has helped me a lot with bettering myself, bettering my future, and possibly and hopefully being able to better the world in general. I want to thank everyone that helps this program succeed and for this program to continue succeeding for many years. Thank you.
All right, so let's do the YouthBuild chant in Philly. When I say YouthBuild, how y'all feel? We say solid, solid, and then we'll do the rest of it. All right, y'all ready? Yeah. YouthBuild, how y'all feel? Solid, solid. YouthBuild, how y'all feel? Solid, solid. When I say youth, you say build. Youth, build. Youth, build. Youth, build. Youth, build. Youth,
So I guess that concludes. I do want to take the opportunity to thank everyone who's here this afternoon. And we're happy to entertain any questions that there might be. I do want to thank all of the staff that has been here. I want to thank especially Ms. Sonia Tarek, who is responsible for helping us put this all together, and for all of the CEOs who have traveled from Pittsburgh, from Philadelphia, and from York. So thank you. YouthBuild.
YouthBuild.